How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal. And once upon a time, you could go into a toy store and you would have your pick of... First of all, once upon a time, there were toy stores. You had, Toys R Us, KB, all these different toy stores, right? And you could go in there and there would be an aisle that had all these different toy cars, these little die-cast toy cars, right? And there were 3 dominant brands at one point. You had Micro Machines, little guys. You had the little dude, the fast-talking dude that did the commercials, and they had a video game, and I talked about it earlier this year. It's really fun. You had Hot Wheels, who didn't get into the video game market until much later, but their cars were really cool, and you had some that changed color and water, and then you had all these funky tracks, and you had the joint with the volcano, and the joint with that crashed into each other, and they were really fun. Then you had Matchbox, and Matchbox was really cool in its own right, because Matchbox gave kids a really cool representation of real life stuff, like military vehicles and fire trucks and ambulances and farm equipment and cop cars, race cars. You had all this cool stuff in little die-cast form, and then you had play sets that represented like the places these cars would be in, right? Well, Matchbox decided to get into the video game market, and in 1992 they rolled out their first game, and today we're going to take a quick look at it, because while it has a good look and it should have been cool, once again we're confronted with good ideas, poor execution. Today, we're going to take a quick look at Motor City Patrol. Now, Motor City Patrol, anybody who remembers them, bears an incredibly striking resemblance to the original Grand Theft Auto games. The ones that were top-down, that weren't 3D, those. And they were amazing. They had these big cities, and you drive around in the top-down view, and you get out of your car, and you do your dirt, you jump back in your car, and you run from the cops, right? Well, Motor City Patrol has that look, none of that execution. Because in Motor City Patrol, you play as the cops, you don't leave your car, and any reckless activity on your part, game over. You shoot at a car that isn't a criminal, that didn't commit robbery or some other crime, game over. If you run into too many things, which there are a lot of things you can run into in this game, game over. There are way too many hazards that kind of derail the fun factor in this game to really make it as fun as it should be. But it looks good. There's the problem with the fact that the map is behind the select button. You have to hit the select button to go from the game screen to the map screen. And you have to do that a lot during the course of the game, right? Well, after a while, that gets kind of taxing, and it pulls you away from the game, and it's kind of dry. Like, why do I have to keep hitting the select button every 30 seconds to see where I'm going? Just put a map in the corner of the screen, like the game you wanted to, like the game that later took your camera angle and your formula and made it better in GTA. And there were games that had maps built into them that involved some of that exploration, right? For whatever reason, this one didn't do it, and it takes away from the experience a lot. Um, what else is going? There's no music in the actual game. Menu screens have music. Title screen has music. Game over screen has music. Actual game, none. What? That's weird. There, like I said, a lot of weird little decisions that just made this game incredibly odd. And it took away a lot of the fun factor in this game. And I want to like this game. Like, for real, want to like this game. But, like I said, a lot of stuff that took away from it. But, for all of its faults, you want to know what the biggest problem is? If you decide you want to get a copy of Motor City Patrol, it's going to start you at about $90, right? That ain't, no, that's criminal. That right there is criminal. I get it. This game came out in 92. We had a lot of games that came out in 92 that don't cost that much money. We got a lot better games that came out in 92. Didn't cost this much money. This ain't okay in any way, shape, or form. Do not give a reseller $90 and up for a copy of this game. You press select too much in this game to warrant it costing that much money. Absolutely not. But anyway, this has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to take a look at a game that probably inspired all them Bone Thugs and Harmony Ouija board songs, you dig?